Hi y'all, Esoteric Cloud Surfer here, ready to take another ready to take another ride in Esoteric Cloud, which is a lighter, less dense, also vibing on a higher frequency and vibration vehicle that when your spirit jumps into that vehicle, it can float to higher realms of reality, because normally your spirit is using this body and emotions and mentalities that are denser than esoteric cloud. So when you jump into esoteric cloud, you can fly and float to more expanded, wiser and wider realms of reality, and you can look at yourself and your circumstances in a lighter and better way, so you can feel lighter and better about yourself as well. Shout out to Daria, passing in the background.
Hey.
Her link tree will be the link to her page will be in the description below. My link tree will be in the description below as well. Shout out to the whole soul group and shout out to Dolo the Pilot Man, right? So this video is supposed to be real quick, and it's about I don't have a title for it yet. I like to call my videos from the titles that I got for them, but this one has not a title, so let's assume that it's about you being the economy, right? Because one major difference, not the only one, but one that I see between conscious people and subconscious people, between conscious community, between spiritual community, is like one of them, it's not the only one, okay, don't limit yourself and my output of information based on one perspective, right? But many people say, oh, the shadow government do this and do that, or they do this or they do that because of money, because they want money, because they want to be rich. And that's wrong, okay? Because first, they created the concept of money. The most rich people in the world, they don't use money, or they don't use the money as you do. They use it in different ways, right? And they are already rich, so they don't need to do, because that's many people, they fuck other people, businesses, they talk shit about other people to get money, and then they say, oh, that's how the world works. And it's not. They made you believe that. You do that. They don't. They are friends in their circle, and they share their resources and money, right? But that's not about that. So what they do is not about money. Many people say, oh, it's about money. They want to control us to get more money. They want to get richer. No, it's not about that, right? They want you. You are their money. You are their economy. By you paying attention to their programs, shows, music, limits and boundaries, you are giving them energy so they can manifest their intentions and agendas. So when they limit your money, they are not limiting their money. They are making you mad and anxious, and that gives fuel to their manifestations. So the point is that really, really simple. Whatever the shadow government does is not about money. Actually is about you. Whatever they do is about you, and that's how powerful you are. You are so powerful that those guys, they want you to pay attention to them. They want you to work for them. They want you to build their world because you're powerful. All right? So, because I want to clear this point, because many people, they have a great perspective about the agendas of the shadow government, but then they miss the point. On the last stages of discernment, they miss the point, and they think it's about money. It's not. Alright, it's about you. They want you. They want your power. They want your attention. So whatever they do, it's about you. It's not about money. You are their money. You are the economy. You are their batteries. You are their crystals and gems. And they charge you for whatever intention they want. Alright, so this is just a clarification, because I've seen so many great people talking and expressing great messages, and then they fail. They get rocked to sleep with the money situation, okay? Because money is not everything, all right? And the most rich people in the world, they don't use money, because the things that you buy, they have them, or they have the intellectual propriety. Is that how you say?
Property.
They have the Thank you. They have the intellectual property of that thing. So they don't need to buy that thing. in the other scale, they gain money to give that thing to somebody else. So they don't need money. They don't need to control your money. They don't need to take your money away. For them, they take your money away so you can feel certain ways. Then they give you money so you can feel certain ways. And then they say, you can only use this money on that system, on that part. You can only buy this, you can only buy that. Or in that town is specifically, it makes cheese. That town just makes milk. That town, just for you to feel in a certain way that they want to use for their manifestations. Alright, so if you are hearing great videos, great people explaining how their agenda, or how the agendas of the shadow government work, and then they end with it's about money, you know how to separate the conclusion from the development, because the development might be great, then the conclusion might be lost. Alright, because the shadow government made us worry about money. They made us, not the soul group, not my soul group, but the general world. They sacrifice their individuality. They sacrifice others' individuality. They sacrifice their time. They sacrifice others' time. They sacrifice their comfort. They sacrifice others' comfort in order to gain money. And they think the world is like that, but it's not. The shadow government, they don't do it like that. Okay? They know that money is not the world because they created money. They created that concept. But you worry and stress about money. You get excited about money. They don't. For them, it's just like going into a forest and see trees. It's completely normal, right? Because they are out of that program, so they can see it. We are in the program, so we can't see the total parameter of the program because not me and the soul group, but the general world is being used to fulfill that Holy Spirit, to fulfill that holy parameter. And it's holy because it has a hole in it. It's empty, and they make people fulfill that. But they outside of that. They're not in that hole with you, but like prime ministers, politicians, leader of the army, the leader of the Doctors Association. They are in that program and they think they're better than you because they have more money or because they have more access to information, while they the strongest puppets. They the strongest demons. They the more brainwashed. They the more controlled, because if they express something, if they use their individuality just to be themselves, not even be against the program, they get cut right off. They lose everything. Everything. Alright? And they don't even need to be against the program. They can just say something that they personally believe to be true, and they lost it. They lose it. A couple days ago, I saw a rapper, a video, somebody made that compilation. First video, he was crying on the car because he wants his Instagram account back. Because that's how he feed his family. So he was crying. Oh, give me my Instagram account back, like you did to that artist and to that one, because I want to feed my family. Second video of that compilation was him promoting the gasoline and trampoline, where in his Instagram account. So for him to have all that money, to buy all the cars, to buy all the Jordans, he needs to follow a pre-built path. He needs to follow a pre-made agenda. And that's how they make people react and respond to money. That guy was crying. He was feeling like shit. And he sacrificed his individuality to gain some money. But the shadow government, they don't do that. Because they know that money is just a tool to represent your esoteric currency. And abundance, just a clear, more clarification, abundance is not having all the money in the world. Abundance is having all the money and resources, because you might not receive money, but you receive the things that you would spend money to buy. Like imagine you want to build a house, you want to build a pool, you want to build a greenhouse, you want to build a solarium. Oh, but I can't do it because I don't have money. But maybe you have a lot of wood in your backyard that you don't use. You don't need money. You have abundance. You have the tools to build that. Let's imagine you have the tools, but you don't have the energy. Then you make a ritual about abundance and you receive energy and you receive ideas to make the project. You don't need money. So abundance is having everything that you need for your present circumstance. It's not having all the money in the world, because then they make that money thing very confusing, all right? So don't get lost in there. And whatever they do, whatever the shadow government does, is not about money. They want to control you. They want to use your energy. They want to suck you dry. They want you to manifest their world. For them, you are the money. You are the economy. You are the battery. You are the crystal and gem for them, that they program you with certain intentions. So get the fuck out of that program. Stop paying attention to their shit and pay attention to your shit. Because that's how we destroy the government. Many people, how do we end this? What's the solution? You the solution. You the solution. You pay attention to your shit. We don't need to fight them. We don't need to change them. We don't need to bring them down. We just need to fight ourselves. We need to change ourselves, and we need to bring us high. Don't focus on them, focus on you. And you got everything you need. Alright? So you powerful. They want your power and they want your energy. And it's just a clarification. Whatever the shadow government does is not about money, it's about you. You their money. You're their crystal and gem. So keep strong and let that remind you how powerful you are. The people, they have every money in the world. They can have every house. They can eat alligator. They can eat jaguar. Still, they want your attention. And the most funny thing, they look at you like dumb. They look at you like you can't do shit, but then they want your attention. So they're the real lost. Because they talk shit about you, but then they want you to build their world. It makes no sense. They want your power because they're weak, empty, dry, non-imaginative. So they use your imagination. It's like they throw rocks at the lake to see how the water ripples. Because they can't imagine it. They can't speculate. They need you to do that for them. And that reveals that you motherfucking powerful. Alright? So, I hope you got more clarified. I hope you feel more powerful right now. And until the next time, I wish you the best thoughts, ideas, emotions, and feelings. I wish that you follow your individuality so you can maintain your sanity. And check out my Linktree. Check out Daria's page. Shout out to the whole Soul Group. Shout out to Archangel Uriel. Shout out to Daria. And until the next time, as a Cloud Surfer, surfing out. Whenever, whatever you are watching, I wish you a great day, noon, afternoon, night, dawn, or dusk. We are powerful and we are changing the world right now. Until the next time, have a nice one. Bye.